I am joined by Congress candidate from Kadian Assembly seat Pratap Singh Bajwa, who also happens to be the Rajya Sabha member, and this time he is once again contesting from the Kadian Assembly seat. So welcome to the New Indian. And sir, looking at the contest over here, even Rahul Gandhi announced Charanjit Singh Channi as the CM face in the state, and Navjot Singh Sidhu means not getting what he wanted. So how you look at this, and do you think that even after the Congress forms government in the state, there will be some changes in the CM face over here?
See, I see on camera, I can't say anything, but in politics, nothing can be guaranteed. Things keep changing. When Charanjit Singh Channi became the Chief Minister, his name was nowhere. So he all of a sudden came through when the other names were rejected and his name was projected. So you can never know. Firstly, it depends how the electorate behaves in Punjab, how much of majority do we bring in, and Channi ji, what position does he hold. So the situations keep changing on ground, and once situations keep changing, so nothing can be taken for certain in politics. So anything can happen in future.
How is the campaigning going on right now, and how is the mood of the people?
See, my campaign is before you. There is euphoria in the youngsters. When you find that younger kids of the age of 5 to 7 years are carrying the Congress placards, they are carrying the Congress flags, they are shouting slogans in favor of a particular party or a particular candidate, that shows that at the grassroots level, the position of the Congress is very strong. And I think so in the coming days you will see Congress on its own will form the government once again, and our party is now committed to changing the face of Punjab. We will bring in major changes, administrative changes for the betterment of Punjab. We will bring in the second green revolution, which is a necessity. We will bring in changes so that along with agriculture, we need to bring in industry into Punjab. Till the time industry doesn't come, Punjab has a very peculiar problem. The well-off boys of Punjab, who are the cream of Punjab, doctors, engineers, veterinarians, IT technicians, they're all leaving for abroad. And people who belong to the poorer strata of the society, their boys and girls do not have a job. So we will have to bring in industry. Industry is the only answer. And the industry that can come into Punjab is agro-based. There's a huge potential. And I think so the new government which would be sworn in will ensure that Punjab grows in a major way. Like I want to give an example of Baramati, the area of Sharad Pawarji. This is also all a sugar belt, like Sharad Pawar's area. And our sugar cane is more sweeter. Our sugar content is better. Our crop is better than Sharad Pawarji's area. As he has developed whole of his area into a major industrial hub, so we will also like to do it on a similar pattern in whole of Punjab.
So now this time we are witnessing here that even the Aam Aadmi Party is campaigning very aggressively, and this time they are trying to make inroads. It's quite different from the earlier elections where only Shiromani Akali Dal or BJP in alliance used to contest against the Congress. So now it's more like triangular fight here in Punjab. So how do you look at the challenges that is being posed by Aam Aadmi Party as it is once again trying to enter in Punjab just like last assembly elections?
See, one thing is for sure, AAP has always got much more support from the press. The national press, the state press has always given them too much of importance. See, last time your national press and the state press were giving them almost 100 seats and they ended up with 20. This time they are giving them 50 and they'll end up from 10 to 50. Number two, Punjab is a tradition of traditional parties. AAP will only grow in a certain area where you have weaker Congress candidates or you have weak Akali Dal candidates, where both the candidates are unpopular. There are the chances of a third candidate coming up. Wherever you have a respectably honest, upright and a popular candidate in any one given constituency, either from the Congress or from the Akali Dal or from the Bharatiya Janata Party, the you could say, the coming through of AAP will become difficult. So what I feel is they'll be relegated to around 10 to 15 seats.
And so, do you think that the allegations of corruptions against Charanjit Singh Channi's nephew and his arrest by the ED will have some negative impact on the party's prospects in Punjab?
I don't think so. See, one thing is for sure, they have done a similar thing by raiding the nephew of Mamata Banerjee in Bengal. Did you see the results? So this, particularly the Dalits or the deprived classes are feeling that Modi is trying to somehow sabotage the chances of Charanjit Singh Channi. I think so. There is more of resentment in the poorest section against this action of the BJP. Had they got any kind of a significant, you could say, kind of a knowledge about this, they could have raided much earlier. Their raids are coming in the midst of elections. His nephew is being arrested in the midst of elections. It's a similar thing that they tried in Bengal. In the last phase, they also raided the nephew of Mamata Banerjee. They got hold of him and his wife, and you saw the result that she surpassed the last time seats. And here also in Punjab, this in a way has helped the Congress, not any way negated it.
And so, my last question, as you said, politics is full of surprises and there is no certainty. Then, sir, in case if Congress doesn't get majority and it has to form a coalition government in the state, then with whom you think that the party will collide with or make an alliance here to means form a government?
See, once we come to the bridge, only then we'll tell you when to cross it. Let us firstly wait for it. I am sure we will get a clear majority. The chances of Congress not getting a clear majority, falling short by a few seats, will not arise. See, the electorate of Punjab has a history of always giving a very clear verdict in favor of one party or the other. The last 72 hours would be decisive, because in Punjab, 38% votes are of the Hindu community, and Hindu community generally makes up its mind in the last 72 hours. And in Punjab, Hindus, because we have undergone 15 years of terrorism, they will bring in a party which is nationalist. They will bring in a party which ensures peace in Punjab. So I feel majority of the Hindu brothers also and the sisters will also vote for the Congress, which will turn the tables on the opposition party.
And sir, means now we can see at your residence that now not only Congress, but even BJP flag is there, as your brother is contesting from Batala on a BJP ticket this time.
See, you must understand that is my family home. That is the home that we got from my father. That is not my personal home. So that is a joint property which we have inherited from my father. So my younger brother stays on the ground floor, I stay on the top floor. So he's put his party's flag on the first floor, I put it on the second floor. So we are both, this has not happened for the first time. All major political families of India are divided like this. You talk about the Sindhiyas, you talk about any of the bigger families, the Mulayam Singh Yadavs, you talk about anybody. So this kind of thing does happen. It is unfortunate, but this is the truth about Indian politics.
And sir, means here in Kadia, we went to two of the martyr families of the 2016 terror attack, Pathankot terror attack. And we saw that even the promises which were made to those families, that the roads will be constructed till their village and a memorial will also be built there. But even after 6 years, that has not been built.
I'm not sure which particular family are you talking about. Because see, all these promises are basically when martyrs, they are belonging to either the Indian Armed Forces or the Indian Paramilitary Forces. Whatever promises have been done are generally done by the national government. Whatever dues are there are met by the national government. If the state government has made any promise, because I have come all the way from Rajya Sabha, I am not very aware of where exactly what promises have been made. If some of the promises have not taken place, I will ensure that they are done in future.
Thank you very much, sir. So this was Pratap Singh Bajwa, who clearly said that the fight in Kadia is going to be interesting, and not even in Kadia, even in whole Punjab, where the new entrant, AAP, is not going to make any further dents in the vote bank share of the Congress. For the New Indian, Anand Singh.
For more such fine stories and video reports from field, subscribe to our channel the new Indian.